Hey guys, welcome back. Marcus Thomas here, and here we are again. We're here for another video, and it's been at least 6 months. So yeah, it's been 6 months since my last video, and I gotta tell you, like, I've been really going through it as far as getting this done, getting my journals done. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably noticed that I haven't been putting up too many sketches, or at least too many traditional sketches. I got caught up in a series of a series that I wanted to have for my portfolio. It was called the Mercy series, and in it I would use references that I would found on the internet of these mercy warriors from Ethiopia and create sketches or really nice, well done pictures, and I got kind of caught up in that. And at the same time, I got derailed from this project, mainly because if you watched my last video, that was another one of my favorite pages in my sketchbook, and then the next page after that one was my absolute worst. I hated this page. It was the ugliest page in the sketchbook so far, and after that I just totally stopped. I don't have all of the dates down for you know, the day after that, or you know, how close the days were together, but after that it was a rough time trying to get back into sketching. I was on a pretty decent path towards completing the first sketchbook, and after that one I stopped drawing in my sketchbook for months, which is awful. And needless to say, I won't be able to complete the goal that I had set earlier this year, which is a big bummer, because yeah, you have a goal and you want to complete it and prove to yourself that you can accomplish what you set out to do. And unfortunately in this scenario, it just fell apart. That doesn't mean that I stopped drawing. I continued to draw, and most of it was digital. It was just hard for me to come back to the sketchbook. I was expecting hit after hit after hit when it comes to my sketches, and I set this standard for myself absurdly high because I stay on Instagram all the time. Several hours out of the day I'm just constantly taking in other artists and what they're doing, and oh my gosh, they posted this, oh my gosh, wow, it's so amazing, oh my gosh, they have a book coming out, oh my gosh, look at this project they're doing. And I set my standard up to the standard that they have, like, for their art. And I was setting out to be sort of like those people that I admire and that I follow. And you know, I talked about inspiration in my last video, and I really should have taken my own advice in knowing that, okay, yeah, use these artists for inspiration, but don't compare yourself to them, because you'll lose that game 100% of the time, or at least most of the time. But yeah, I drew something that did not match what I was thinking of, and after that my journal just spirals into this awkward kind of look where I'm trying to do something, and I just ended up not being happy with whatever I was doing. Yeah, it was a really bad spot for me to be in, and I had to remind myself that it really is okay that not everything is a hit, or I guess not everything is your best work, because yeah, like, your journal shouldn't be full of things that are perfect and amazing. There need to be some drawings that are kind of ugly, kind of things that they just come out and that's it. They just come out and they're in there and you deal with it, and it's like, okay, like that's fine. Keep moving on. But I let it weigh so heavily on me. That part totally derailed me. So I had to take a step back, and it took me months. And I realized what I was doing. What I ended up doing was trying to become like what caught me in the trap after that was I ended up losing my identity in trying to keep up with other artists and what they're doing, and I lost myself, and for everything good that I had done thus far, I thought, oh no, you just got lucky. Any accomplishment didn't carry any weight to it, and so I had to get off of Instagram and stuff like that for a bit as well, because I would wake up and as soon as I'd be up, I'd be on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and things, just checking in on what everybody else is doing. I know now that I need to make sure that I limit myself when it comes to looking at what other artists are doing, or how much of their work I take in. I totally went offline on Instagram for about a month in October, and that was when Inktober was about to start, and I was like, all right, sweet, we're going to do Inktober, it's going to be great. And then I tried to do the first one, and I just felt this unbelievable pressure. That's when I realized I had a problem. It really does help. It really does help me to kind of isolate myself from what all the other artists are doing and focus more on what I want to do. What are some of the things that I have on my mind, and not just what's going to get me followers or what's going to be popular, because if you end up trying to mainly just please an audience, you end up losing yourself and become really unhappy in what you're doing. And that's what happened to me. And I think one of the worst things that can happen to an artist is they lose their identity. So this is kind of just a bunch of ramblings. Hopefully you all understood. And I'm still going to be making YouTube videos. I just started a Patreon. I'm trying to make more content for people. Sorry it's taken so long. I have my hand in a lot of different things and a lot of different projects, and hopefully the next one doesn't take as long as this one did. I'm really trying to do the next one before the year is over. But anyway, if you're watching this, thanks for listening, and thank you for subscribing, for everybody who's subscribed so far. And I will continue to put out more content for you all, and hopefully there's something that you know that anybody could have learned from this video. Make sure you are doing what you like when it comes to your art, and not concerning yourself with getting followers. But yeah unless that's your goal. If you want to just do stuff to get followers, then yeah, that's how you define your success. But yes, keep drawing and find your own voice and stick to that, and don't worry about what other artists are doing. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.